In this video, we're going to talk about how we can use price action rules to help us navigate the market. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. And right now, the structure of the market is consolidation. The supportive indicator at 12 bar EMA is completely flat. We're going sideways. And not only that, we have additional sideways price action inside of the main trend range. So we have some small trend range part of the main one. So this is particularly challenging structure because there is nothing established. You have to remain super patient. So what you have to do is navigate short-term trends. You can see every single move in price action basically follows short-term trend line rule. So I'm just being patient and I want to see something established. At this point, I'm starting to anticipate some consolidation. So I'm drawing these key levels, something at the bottom, resistance at the top, while I'm following short-term trend line rule. Uptrend is about to get new high, but market reverse all the way down. And because we're in a small consolidation, you expect price action to buy low, sell high as a trader. So I'm going to draw short-term trend working lower like this. I'm not expecting new high. There's attempt, resistance held, and price action traded all the way down strongly like this. Okay, we broke this key level and this is significantly like working lower. So I'm not thinking about buying because we traded down. This downtrend may need to get new low tested. Let's see what's going to happen. We have a new low, first entry short, pullback, and we have a second entry short. We have a second entry short, EMA keeps holding, and the bullish correction played out. So this is already a decent setup to consider because we are following the short-term trend line rule, which says the downtrend needs to get new low tested. Problem is, we were in a consolidation prior to the second entry short. So what if there is some residual bullish momentum and we're going to go higher? Yes, this downtrend is quite strong push down, but I'm a little bit leery selling the second entry short just yet because we are close to the support. I expect new low. I don't expect reversal because you already have a breaking new high, but it's a bit too early. But now we have lower high confirmation setup. We have lower high confirmation setup. We can see EMA keeps rejecting consistently. We have even small resistance. Decent enough signal bar, a little bit doji-ish, but because it's a lower high confirmation setup, and now you really know, okay, downtrend is about to be tested. There are no buyers, EMA is holding every single time, it's confirming the second entry short, and now I really like going short. If you saw the second entry short, not a bad trade. This one is a little bit safer because EMA is rejecting more, and we negated the support because the spike down is strong and EMA is holding. Buyers are struggling to break the EMA and downtrend level to break a new extreme. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause looking to go short. I'm following the trend line rule. Downtrend break new low. So right now I'm just going to wait. We're pushing above EMA. So what's going through my mind is price action going back into this trend range. Okay. Price action going back into this trend range. So I'm thinking about failed second entry short, but there is not even high or low. There is no first entry short. It will fail in order for me to get high or low. So I'm just being patient now. Okay, it looks like we may have a brand new trend back into the range. It looks good for the bulls, but market completely reversed down like this. And this was pivotal. What happened here told us that the bias is more bearish. And why is that? Because this uptrend was supposed to get new extreme. After breaking new low, you are anticipating right now this uptrend to be the new pattern, going back into the trend range and testing the new high. The fact that there's no new high and you have a brand new downtrend working lower, it's a little bit confusing now because why there is no new high. At the same time, I'm not too excited to sell because we have a second entry short here, but problem is we are going too sideways. We're going too sideways. We are in a trend range, so I don't want to sell at the very bottom of the move. It doesn't look like a trend just yet, and there was no new high here, so too many conflicting variables. I cannot go long. There is some bearish imbalance. I still don't like it. If you took a short here, maybe not a bad trade, but because we're still part of the range, you know, this is a little bit confusing area. I was really expecting new high, and the fact that we pushed down made me wait for more information to see what the next step is. You had double trap that ended up working, but double trap had weak signal bar, so we definitely can't take such a bad signal bar. There's a massive tail at the bottom of this candlestick, so I can't really take it, and price action created additional strong push down. Okay, so now I really have to zoom out and I have to adapt to the new market structure. The fact that there's no new high here is the first sign that we may have bearish bias on our hands. The fact that we have another significant push phase again is telling me, okay, the sellers are really strong in the market, and at this point, I'm looking for some broader downtrend like this because the bearish imbalance is too strong. High, lower high, lower high, lower high. Okay, so we have too many lower highs. It's starting to look more and more like a downtrend rather than trend range with imbalance. At this point, you can still treat it as a trend range with imbalance, but this significant push down is basically telling you, okay, it's too structured, too many lower highs and lower lows. It's looking like a trending market working lower. So I'm right now thinking only about selling. I'm not thinking about buying. Market is correcting. We have a low, but there is no count reset. There is no count reset. New first entry short. Second entry short, of course, we're gonna go short below bull bar apart from the EMA. And now you have, with count reset, you can basically reset the count to get a second entry short again. Or you can view it sort of as a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure with nice signal bar at the EMA. So you can treat it as a second entry short visually. So second entry long, breakout pullback. It's also breakout pullback of this scale. You can see you have some tails here. So price action broke lower. We came back, tested it, and you have a great signal bar. Broad two-legged pullback. Broader these two legs are, the better. It's negating any broader uptrend like this. So it's a breakout pullback after we drew the downtrend, basically confirming the downtrend. Breakout pullback. We're not going back into the range. Massive rejection, strong bearish bar, and this is a great high probability setup. Great signal bar, and market continues to go lower. I actually had my limit order deeper, so I didn't get filled on this trade. It's a shame because it ended up actually trending lower nicely, but this is a great felt second entry long. I'm gonna redraw a brand new uptrend like this. At this point, we're just playing the downtrend because we have too many lower highs, lower lows. EMA keeps pointing down. So I'm just respecting these corrections. We have a second entry short again, but of course I cannot sell below bearish inside bar. I would need some lower high. It looks like mini congestion. So I would like to see a lower high breakout pullback out of the congestion, but I cannot get no lower high. So I can just remain patient and observe price action go without me. Okay, nothing I can do, even though it worked. Can't really take the trade. Another correction. Okay, we're working higher. The move resembles too much one clean push working higher. So I'm gonna draw a trend line like this. Clean push up, break, push to a new extreme. Uptrend played out with the break a new high. Same thing here. Same thing here. So you can see price action works the same. You're trend down, there are many corrections, and every single time they get a break a new high, break a new high, break a new high, brand new push phase can start. This is why we're looking for these main key entry points and these short-term trends. Because once you have a new high, you expect correction to deplete and you want to sell, but you need to sell at the key entry point. This is why we're locating these channels to know where approximately is the area where market makers are selling. We're following them, or you can just sell at the EMA if you have some nice setup at the EMA. So fairly simple, but you need to remain patient and wait for the right setup. So what you're expecting now, you have an uptrend break new high, almost push below EMA. So you already know you expect brand new push phase to start, price action working lower, and you're anticipating lower high confirmation setup or felt second entry long. We have a new high first entry long failures. We technically have a lower high, but it's a little bit stacked. It's a decent setup. When I was watching this live, the setup looked worse with the initial signal bar. I actually had some bad double bar entry. This is much stronger bar, but it's not fully clean setup below EMA. Can I get a felt second entry long? No felt second entry long. And market actually continues to work lower strongly like this. And this is quite confusing structure because we have what looks like overshoot of our channel. This looks like a nice fitting channel. You can see quite structured, a lot of bounces over these lows. So this is overshoot, so we can have stronger correction in the opposite direction, but at the same time, overshoots shouldn't go that far, okay? Generally, once you have overshoot, you fairly quickly after the break of the trend channel line, reverse higher. If you have such a significant push down like this, it begs the question, hold on, is there a brand new downtrend on its own? But because you have such a massive spike back up, you just have to remain patient. Once again, be objective, quite conflicting area here, so I'm just going to be patient. It looks like overshoot, so I'm just going to remain patient. I'm going to be thinking about selling. Okay, uptrend played out with the break, push to a new extreme. We have one leg up, break, second leg up. Market moves in pairs of twos. We have price action working lower, something like this. New high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long failure. We have felt second entry long. I was on my break here. Felt second entry long, but I'm not sure if I would have taken this because we just had overshoot here. This is a massive overshoot. You know, maybe felt second entry long you can consider. It's a great second entry long failure locally, but such a massive overshoot, I'm not sure if there is truly two-tier channel or not at this point. Not enough information. Market keeps working lower, keeps working lower. We have a mini break. Push to a new extreme here. You can see break, push to a new extreme. We have another second entry short, but we have a small break, new low. Also, we just had the overshoot. We're very close to these lows, so I don't think we can take it. Let's just see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it here because eventually we're gonna be expecting a new extreme. Double trap inside bar can't take. Market is working higher. I'm gonna redraw uptrend working higher like this. One trader asked me about selling here, but it looks too much like one push up. It's a double bar entry. I'm gonna treat it as one leg working higher, breaking new high, and at this point, it clearly resembles the trend range, something like this. We're going sideways, and now because we're going sideways for such a long time, it's actually starting to look more and more like this is a midline and this is just a second tier, something like this. Especially since I can see uptrend playing out with a break new high. Overshoot should have some steep channel in the opposite direction, lead to reversal. Because there is no steep channel, we have very broad structure, which is consolidation. This looks more and more like a two-tier channel, especially if you go on 10,000 tick chart. It really looks like a nice two-tier channel walking lower. So because we're going sideways for such a long time and the structure is so broad, overshoots should generally have some steep reversal in the opposite direction. This is not that, so we can right now play the trend range. We're gonna get a break below EMA, which we are. Okay, now we're gonna combine the main channel with the trend range. So now I would like to see failed second entry long, new high first entry long, failure. Can I get failed second entry long? Well, I have failed second entry long here, but it's a terrible double bar entry. Too big. Your stop loss has to go all the way here. Way too much of a risk, so I can't sell here. Break in extreme. Downtrend played out. It really looks like there's support a little bit higher. Once again, we can see some depletion. Okay, we're thinking about selling, but we just need to find a good setup. And I just don't see no good setup here. Okay, market drop lower like this. And we have a break, push to a new extreme. So the main downtrend played out with the break, push to a new low. I was playing my channel a little bit tighter or something like this. Because I remember, yeah, because you want to have nice fit right here, bounces here. And you actually had a very nice bounce here. So when I'm watching this live, and I can see price action reacting here, I remember I was really looking for some lower high here, because I remember seeing bounce here and I wanted to see something like lower high, breakout pullback, market going lower, but there was no lower high, no nothing. We have new low first entry short, second entry short. We actually have tempting double trap, but problem is our main downtrend just played out. Yes, this is very significant push to new low, so there's a chance there can be some follow through. You know, maybe you can view it pretty much as a failed breakout out of this congestion too. Some small congestion, failed breakout. You know, double trap is stronger than a second entry. Okay, if this was just plain second entry short, let me see, what new low, first entry short, pullback, second entry short. Yeah, this is double trap. If this is just plain second entry short, we definitely have to skip. After new low, we just have to remain objective. But double trap is a stronger setup. It's acting like a lower high confirmation. So, you know, you can bet on expecting new low for the downtrend, because EMA held so strongly. It's such a strong reversal bar of the EMA. You can consider this is massive rejection, so I'm going to redraw a brand new uptrend. Working hard like this. Okay, nice reversal. We're back below EMA, so I cannot go long below EMA just yet. Breaking new low for the downtrend. Push above EMA. Okay, so now I expect new high to be tested. For this, spike up, downtrend played out. Inside bar on a hollow, so I cannot take inside bar. I was looking for failed second entry short. Can I get it? No, we have a bad signal bar, so I cannot go long above bad doji bearish bar like this. And at this point, it's getting too late. It's too congested now, flat EMA, and market is about to close. So we're just chopping, and now it's about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with a consolidation, but here you can see you're getting signs that we have bearish imbalance, and this push down is confirming that we have trading structure, and the breakout pullback pattern is the cherry on top, confirming the bearish trend. Then we ended up trending lower, and not that many great setups though throughout this area. This was confusing area because you had pretty much strong overshoot, but it takes a long time before you realize it is a two-tier channel. You need some long sideways consolidation to understand, okay, market is not reversing, and since it is not reversing, it's likely to be part of some two-tier channel. And no great setups on the way down to test the new extreme, unfortunately. So decent setups the first half, the second half, a little bit more aggressive setups. But good day overall. I hope you had a good trading. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.